Morning, welcome back to Veg Plot. Came up yesterday, my better half, my wife, was helping me tidy up the allotment. I'll try and cut through a bit now, but it really was quite a state. I mean, there was weeds everywhere. It was really sort of traumatic actually. I hadn't been up here for a few weeks. Anyway, back up here now. I've got lots of things I want to do. I want to harvest these beans. So I've got quite a lot of dried beans we want for the winter in here. There's a complete mix of stuff. These are Calypso, which are quite a nice sort of dried bean. They're like a sort of a bi-coloured bean. If I open one, you can see. Yeah, this sort of creamy, sort of pinky red colours with white, so sort of a half-half. Quite an interesting looking bean. Anyway, these are good in stews and casseroles and things over the winter. So they are Calypso. I've got quite a few of them. And then we've got Rognon de Coq, which is another, I guess, what good drying bean. And this is sort of more of an orangey red colour. So I've got one of them, some of them. And I think these last ones are a little black bean. And these are called, what was the name of them again? Midnight Black Turtle. And I think this is one I opened a little bit earlier, but yeah, you can see these are these little black beans, and these again are good in stews and casseroles for the winter, so I want to harvest lots of those. We've had a really good clear out of this bed. You won't believe how weedy it was. It was just traumatic. Yeah, but there's quite a few courgettes and things here I just want to pick and then get these plants out. The leeks are doing really nicely. I've got some really chunky leeks on here this year, really splendid. I mean, look at these, really good. I think they've really benefited from all the wet weather that we've had this year, which hasn't suited all plants, but the leeks and brassicas it's really helped with. Then we've got some lovely chard over here, which we picked some yesterday, this pink peppermint chard. This one around here I think is beautiful. Look at the colours on that, and that's stunning, amazing. Anyway, so there's some chard to have, and then I've got all the Crown Prince squash, which I think if you remember, I didn't think we were going to get many, but in the end we got quite a few. So there's a few here to have, 3 here. This whole bed needs weeding still, and then we've got, as you see, quite a few of these lovely Crown Prince squash, which all need to come off now. No, go inside and sort of harden off a bit more indoors. We've got some cabbages. Again, this bed needs weeding, but lovely. The red's not so good, but the greens have done really well this year, so going to have some of those out. Yeah, and more squash over there. So yeah, it's been quite a good day yesterday. It was really good to get up here and get things cleaned up. Oh, I've also got garlic I want to plant out. These are saved from last year. I took them all off the bulbs yesterday. Broke all the cloves off, so these are what I've got. These are saved from last year. It's a mixture here of white Casablanca and pink Germador. I think most of this is white Casablanca. The pink Germador didn't do so well last year, so I'm going to try and get those in as well. So lots to do this morning. Let's get on and do some of this harvesting. Right, just got the handy basket. Let's go and see what we can find. Right, I think we'll start first with these Calypso beans. Yeah, they were sown on the, planted out on the, sown actually on the 18th of June. So yeah, where are we now? 27th of October. So June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, 4 or 5 months. But anyway, these are a really nice bean, as I said. And what I want to try and do is keep them all separate from themselves, from the different varieties. So pretty obvious when I get home what they're like. But yeah, looking quite nice. Right, let's just get on. Harvest all these, clear this bed out, and then I want to plant the garlic in this bed this year. Right, that's all the Calypso beans out. Nice selection here, quite a good number of them, and these were, I say, sown on the 18th of June this year. So, right, I just want to put these into a separate bag and then harvest all the others, and then we'll get on, clear this bed up, tidy it up, and get some of the garlic in. Right, well, that is the biggest crop of all of them. Mind you, I think I've planted more of the plants. So yeah, this is midnight black turtle, and there's these tiny little black beans as I showed you earlier. Anyway, right, just bag these up and I'll clean this bed up, and then I think we'll do a bit more harvesting first before we get the garlic in, because I've got sort of various things, other things I've got to do today. Right, I think we'll get some courgettes and get the squash, and then yeah, hopefully we can get these garlic in ground. Yeah, really pleased with these. Right, just put those in there. Thing to remember to do now is obviously to let these dry out a little bit. Some of them are good to go already, some of these which are drier, but obviously some of the ones that are sort of slightly pinker, these just need to dry out a bit more before we harvest them. But anyway, yeah, really pleased with that lot. And then some more of those in there, Ronnie and a cock. And these are the calypsos, so yeah, quite pleased with the harvest of those this year. So contrary to what I thought was going to happen this year, we actually did get some courgettes. At the beginning of the year, I really didn't think we would. Anyway, these aren't going to do anything now, they've had it. I could actually have grown these up, straight up poles, I think, which would probably be a good idea for next year. Help to keep all the plant foliage and stuff off the ground so the slugs don't get to things, and helps with pollination as well, and also increases airflow, which means you get less powdery mildew on them. But yeah, these are sort of finished now, so good roots on that. This is all going to go up on the compost, but we'll see what we've got for the courgettes. There aren't many. We took a few yesterday, the tiny ones from the other plants that were here, but yeah, most of these are quite small now. Yeah, not too bad. Last courgettes of the season, and one with the flower on. Look at that, how pretty is that? A bit small, but yeah, not too bad. Right, let's put these in the basket, tidy all this up, then we'll go and get this squash. Right. If you're interested, actually, I just found the label for the these courgettes. They're courgette limona. Yeah, I planted 11 of them, but I ended up with 5. So yeah, right, put this on the compost. Right, I came up yesterday as well and put these bits of carpet on top. I've got a bit of old carpet at home, so I've put this on to help keep out, well, I don't suppose it'll keep out a lot of rain, but what I'm hoping it'll do is increase the humidity and moisture levels in here on dry days, but also warm it up a bit so things break down a bit quicker. So that's the idea with that. I'll put some on there as well. Let's just give this a rake over, both these bits, and tidy up, and then now be ready for planting. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this bed this year. I might wait till next season, as I mentioned I think in a previous video, just to get another topping of compost on here, but we shall see. I haven't quite decided on that yet. That's that bed all done. Might as well take this up to the compost where I'm going. So leaks, yeah, good. Right, let's just put that there. So I cut these 3 yesterday and cleaned up the vines. Good thing to do, as you probably know, is you never break off this top bit of the stalk. You just cut the vine either side so that it can dry out. You can see it better on this one. So then that means also that the water doesn't get into the stem and rot back into the plant. So it's quite good to cut off either side. That's the plan. Right, let's go and cut the others. You can see with this one, I want to cut that side of the stem and that side, just like that. That's the best way to do it. Right, let's see how many we've got. Right, this is the last 3. I just gathered them up and put them on the grass. Let's go and have a look, see what we've got. Quite pleased with this lot. We've got some nice big ones up here which have ripened nicely, gone this sort of very pale bluish colour, hence crown prince sort of a blue. It's a beautiful orange flesh inside, but yeah. So there's about 23 here. Some are riper than others. These are a bit green. These need to go indoors somewhere and ripen up, but I expect all of these will probably go into the polytunnel, to be honest, or greenhouse, just to ripen up for a few weeks before we bring them indoors to store them. But yeah, really pleased with them. Really, yeah, good crop, considering I didn't think I was going to get anything. Anyway, I want to get one more cabbage, and then actually I don't think I'm going to have a chance to do the garlic today, because yeah, the battery card or the car memory card of this is sort of running out. It's almost full, so I'm running out of space, but I think I've just got enough room to harvest one more of these cabbages. All right, let's just nip that off, secateurs. So yeah, that one's okay. There's probably a few little nibble leaves on the outside which need to come off, but I made the mistake last year of leaving these too long in the ground here on the allotment, and they got frosted and they went really sort of mushy on the outside. The insides were okay, but yeah, I've learnt my lesson. If you've got red cabbages out there which aren't bred to sort of withstand cold weather, then you probably want to start thinking about getting them in now. Right, that's that one. Right, I'm going to take this cabbage here. I just tried that one and it's completely blown and done in, so no good. But this one I think is a lot better. So I'll just tidy it up and I'll take these outer leaves off and we'll see what we've got. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, it's pretty good. When you get all the bits where the little slugs have gotten and eaten bits off, you can still see them, and around this I'll trim all that off. But yeah, quite pleased with that one. They'll probably last a little bit longer before I need to bring the others in. Right, let's go and put this over the other crops. Right, yeah, let's just put this in the basket. I've got them all out. So, did quite well today. Squash, yeah, 23 of those, some bigger than others, and others need to ripen up a little bit, but they're all looking good. Got some peppermint chard with this gorgeous colouring, absolutely stunning. Courgettes, some onions, I think they're baby leeks actually, so they're a bit like spring onions. Some red cabbages, and 3 different types of beans for drying out for the winter. So that's the allotment harvest today. I'm not going to get the garlic in because I've got no more memory card space, but yeah, the allotment's all looking nice and ready, so perhaps the next video we'll get those in and a few other things. Okay, it's been Chris at Veg Plot. See you soon. Bye for now.